Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. What is performance evaluation? Performing evaluation is the assessment and review based on an individual's job performance and their assigned duties. This usually takes place either 6 months or a year after an individual starts working at their current job. I do remember when I used to work in retail for a number of years. Every year around the time I was hired, they would give me a performance evaluation to tell me how well I was doing on my job and my assigned duties. What is performance feedback? Performance feedback is constructive information that is provided to individuals about their performance for improvement. For example, if I needed to work on my sales, my manager can come up and give me constructive information about how I can better improve sales via skills or techniques. And it helps with that performance feedback so I can improve in duties and in my sales. In regard to an individual's behavioral style or so-called model orientation, Holland believed that A. Every person has a pure or discrete orientation that fits perfectly into one of these 6 categories. B. Occupational measures, likely strong vocational, are for the most part useless. C. Most people are not purely personality types and thus can be best described by a distribution of types such as realist, social, and investigative. D, A, and B. The answer is C. Holland believed that most people are not purely personality types and thus can be described by a distribution of types such as realistic, social, and investigative. Because although each individual has a primary type or direction, individuals can be described using a profile over realistic, social, and investigative. I would recommend doing more research about Holland's 6 categories and how it influences and affects these individuals when it comes to careers. What are periodic assessments? Periodic assessments are regular evaluations to monitor client progress and adjust interventions. For examples, counselors will check in with their clients every X amount of weeks to monitor their process and progress and ask the clients if the techniques and interventions are working, and if not, they can adjust the treatment plan and interventions alongside the client. Which of the following tools and methods are characterized by experimental research designs? A. Survey, questionnaires, and interviews. B. Control groups and randomization. C. Use of the correlation coefficient. D. The use of numbers to describe groups. The answer is B. Control groups and randomization are characteristics of experimental research design, because when you think of experimental, think of control groups and the randomization of what you are trying to test through the participants. That is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.